If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, even with all the chaos going on in the world, I figured I'd cover, like I always do, the VMA Awards, the absolute abomination that it is, the embarrassment that it is, but it is a form of social engineering filled with satanic symbols, imagery, and of course, using these false idols to push agendas on the masses who watch the program, especially now with everybody on complete lockdown for the most part, where a lot of states can't even go out and do anything. Probably a lot of eyes on this, so it's no surprise that they would show some of the things they showed, and well, you're just going to get a kick out of some of this stuff because it's so in our faces now. I'm running out of things to say, but let's start with the normalizing of the mask, all right? These celebrities are supposed to be there singing, and they're wearing masks. Are we supposed to believe, by the way, that they're not lip singing, which is probably music to most people's ears anyway? Because I can't imagine the demonic sounds coming out of these people's real voices. But you could see the normalizing of the mask, the singers, Lady Gaga, Ariana Grande, these false idols who everybody seems to worship are wearing the mask. The more you see people wearing masks and these designer masks, the more normalized it becomes and the more people want it. Ooh, look, she's got a mask in it. It has electronics in it. Ooh, cool. It's becoming to the point where I just can't even believe that we live in a society where people are just okay with the fact that they're forced to wear masks even outdoors. But let's look at the most important stuff here with Lady Barfbag. And let's start with this interesting mask that she wears, because she changes her mask quite often during the show and the performance, because they want to show you all these different designer masks, like I said, to get everybody on board. But how about this one? Oh, it's the Baphomet mask, the mask with the horns, as she holds up the devil horns. I guess that's a coincidence too, right? She's not a devil worshiper. Not at all. I mean, are you joking with me? The horns coming out of the mask? But people, of course, think it's cool and it's edgy and it's Lady Gaga being an artist, or as I like to call her, a fartist. Then you get Gaga, the show begins, you can see 666 on the screen, of course, inverted, you see 9999, always using codes through numerology and other things. On her wall, you can see a pyramid, which appears to have doors opening to walk into the pyramid on her wall. She has two of those on the wall. Of course, it wouldn't be one of these award shows, which are massive satanic rituals, without the black and white symbolism, right? So you see the singer next to her wearing black and white pants, of course. Everybody just seems to love dressing like Beetlejuice, apparently. It's the newest trend. It has nothing to do with Freemasonry and the occult at all. Just a massive coincidence. It's just a hot new trend. I mean, give me a break. Every music video, you'll see black and white, whether it's tiling or clothing. Okay, if you don't know Freemasonry, this is a low-level initiation to get involved in the occult. Doesn't mean everyone who's in it is in it. Some people only ascend to a third degree. But the higher you get in Freemasonry, you were taught that Lucifer is God. That's who they worship. And these people, of course, are the ones who are in power. And again, they go through other secret societies other than Freemasonry, but it's a starting point. And that's why there's a Freemason lodge in every town in America. And if you're in a really small town, guess what? It's in the town next to you then. But you'll be able to find one. And this is the icing on the cake for me when I saw it. Because I didn't know what the song was called. I didn't even know Lady Gaga had more new music out. She's singing a song called Chromatic. And she's playing on a piano of a brain. This couldn't have anything to do with adrenochrome, could it? The definition of the word chromatic, relating to or giving all the tones of a chromatic scale characterized by frequent use of accidentals of or relating to color or color phenomenon or sensations, along the lines of what you saw in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Obviously, adrenochrome is what these people feed off of. You could see the whole theme on the stage is all these, like, parts of the brain attached to the side. Chromatic. That doesn't crow. Adrenochrome. Yeah, they don't have anything to do with one another, do they? And then when you look this song up in Spotify or anywhere, and you look for Lady Gaga quotes on the song, this is the quote you get. She said, "I believe it's in the middle of our voyages as people that things become both terrifying and whimsical at the same time. She felt life was asking the impossible of her," or I guess I'll just read her exact quote. "I felt that life was asking the impossible of me, which I think I'm not alone in feeling. So I was scared, but I believe in magic. So I wrote this interlude as a reminder that my magic was working. I believe that means yours is too." And there you go with magic again, right? Hear it all the time, but nobody believes it's real. And of course, after she does the performance, she goes on a little tirade about self-empowerment. And that's what this is all about. That's what you're seeing going on in the world. That's how all of these restrictions are getting put on our lives. And free speech is being taken away. And self-empowerment is being pushed. This is a Masonic occult ideology. Be your own you. Stuff that makes absolutely no sense anyway, because they're convincing people that they're being individualistic, but they're being formed and molded completely the way that they want to form and mold them. They aren't have free thought, these people. They're complete zombies. So there's your adrenochrome theme. And speaking of magic, well, then I always talk about this. You'll always see these performances done inside of ritual circles. Okay, these circles, these are magic circles, right? They believe they're protection circles. This is the crap that these witches and Satanists believe. And they do these performances inside of them all of the time. If you watch my channel for years, you've seen almost every single live performance has had somebody doing it inside of a circle. Most of the stages are even set up like this and lit around it so you could see it. So you get Miley Virus performing inside of this giant protection circle, this magic circle. Although I don't know, I mean, they believe that they're protected when they stand inside the circle or whatever it is, but I don't know if anything's going to protect Miley Virus from STDs, that's for sure. So as she does that, the video gets more disgusting, and of course, for no reason, we see an ascending staircase. Why not? Because that fits in. Huh? Well, it fits in if you know the occult symbolism and you know what they're trying to say. Where do we see the staircase? It's in Freemasonry, the ascension in Freemasonry. It's a common symbol in Freemasonry is this staircase. You see it if you look up Freemasonry and staircase. You see all types of artwork, all types of stuff in there, the books that they read, from Pike all the way down, right? So she's got the staircase. Or let me guess, she was just standing there, and they were like, "What do you want to do, Miley Virus?" And she was like, "I want a staircase to appear out of nowhere. What a great idea. That's so artistic." I don't think so. This has everything to do with paying homage to Freemasonry. The VMAs, all these MTV shows, their award shows always seem to have the ascending staircase in it. We've seen it before with Madonna and Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. Madonna ascending down. That was a ritual to uplift these other two and their covens that they're in. This is all just basic crap. But they do it over and over and over and over and over, and they normalize this stuff, because sooner or later, these are the things that people are going to be taught. They're going to be normalized in this stuff, because people are going to be practicing the occult out in public. Not like they don't already, but what's in darkness is going to come and be brought into the light. That's what they want and try to do. So you see at the top, there's a disco ball. Of course, this is representing the eye on the top of the pyramid as well, but you could say that's a stretch if you want. She goes up there. If you want a good puke, you could see her humping the disco ball, which is great for anybody at home that needed their eyes to bleed. But then we move on. We see The Weeknd, and of course, he's performing what? Inside of a pyramid, right? And you see how they incorporate these symbols on stages in the background, hand symbols, right? Like I said, you could see on the red carpet all these celebrities holding up devil horns. This is how they subliminally do it. It's right in your faces. It's there for everybody to see. They're not hiding anything. They're talking, about adrenochrome pretty much openly now. And what do you think? Lady Gaga made a song called Chromatica, or is the album called Chromatica? Maybe it's the song's called Chromatica. And she was like, "Oh, I would love a brain, my piano to be a brain." I don't know about that. They're just talking about this stuff that they do. They don't care anymore, because look how the world's reacted to everything going on. Nobody's asking questions. Everyone's just taking these orders. They're taking free speech away. They're taking all of our rights away, and nobody cares. So they don't care that they're showing you this stuff that some people think is artistic. If you have a brain, you have eyes to see and ears to hear, you know exactly what they're doing because they aren't hiding any of this stuff. And that's just a few performances. I didn't go through the other ones because, quite frankly, my stomach hurts and I don't really want to make it any sicker. I've seen all I need to see of these people promoting the mask, throwing up their devil horns, their Masonic symbolism all over the place because it's never ending. It's never ending. And it's always there. So you have Virus, you have Gaga, you have all of these celebrities who are supposed to be in quarantine, right? Wink, wink. But at least they had their mask on, right? And you wonder, I read stories, a lot of these people who flew in for the show, oh, they didn't have to be quarantined when you're supposed to be quarantined. You know, regular people rules apply to, not to these people. They do what they want. They dictate our lives, and then they go out and they influence the lost. People look up to these people. You read the comment section of people talking about how wonderful Lady Gaga is. It's sickening. It's absolutely sickening. This world has fallen far, far away from where it needs to be. That needs to be pointed towards Jesus Christ and accepting him as your Lord and Savior. And that's it. That's all that matters in this world. I know some people say, well, you always talk about this negative stuff. Well, that's what I'm called to do. But I'll tell you this, if the stuff brings you down and you get tired of seeing it, all you got to do is not watch the videos. That's it. This is to help wake people up. Maybe there's more people like me who want to see this stuff because they want, to know what the enemy is doing and share this with others to help wake them up because it's easy to see once you see the signs and the symbols. So the VMAs makes everybody want to puke. Will always make everybody want to puke. And honestly, I did dry heave a little. That was how bad it was watching Miley Virus. Ugh, nasty. I thank you guys for listening to today's show. A reminder, please check out my website at callforuprising.com. It's $2.99 a month. Great community over there. A lot going on. Lots of information being shared. So check it out. There's videos and other things. Live chats. You can direct message people. And I want to thank the Patrons again for supporting this channel. Because of you, this channel keeps going on, but who knows how much longer. So make sure you check out the website. Thank you guys again. God bless all of you and your families.